Hey, okay, it is day two or part two of this a very quick series that is going to help you get your next or even your first five online customers, clients, recruits. You want to build that business, you want to optimize the amount of income you're bringing in, you do want a business that is giving you freedom. So let's actually hash some stuff out so that you are doing the work consistently. Because I find for a lot of my private clients, it's not ever the fact that they don't know what to do. The problem is that for whatever reason, and there's usually quite a few for all of us, we're not doing the work. There's all kinds of drama going on. I mean, I have lawyers that I'm working with, I have teachers that I'm working with, and they're trying to transition into their own businesses, or they're trying to build up or ramp up that business. And for whatever reason, they're getting in their own way. Okay, and that might be you. For a long time, that was me. I did the whole pharmacist thing, and then I did the property investor thing, and I was successful at both of them. Absolutely, I could have just stuck with the property thing forever because it gave me some flexibility around my kids, some, not as much as I wanted. But then at the same time, it wasn't the thing that I was supposed to be doing, okay? And so here I am doing the thing that I know that I'm called to do, and you might want that experience yourself. And so you keep taking these sideways steps into things that are not good for you. And so you find yourself back here again doing but I would like to do this. How can I do this particular thing that feels more like my calling? Okay, so what did I do first? I'm going to take you through a 4-step kind of process that you need to do in order to work out the internal stuff so that you're free to do all the external stuff we talked about yesterday. So number one thing is that you need to raise your awareness levels. You know that you're slightly uncomfortable with the way life is playing out for you right now. Maybe you're more than slightly uncomfortable. Maybe you're very uncomfortable with it. But for whatever reason, you don't seem to be able to have that breakthrough that gets your business working and running. You need to raise your awareness levels as to why you are stuck. Okay. Now, when I ask people what they want, they're never that clear about it because most people do not spend a lot of time thinking through what they truly want their life to actually look like. And it's easier for whatever reason for us to think about things that we do not like. Okay, so that's where I want you to start. I want you to make a list of stuff that you do not want in your life any longer. So for me, I'll read out my list. When I started writing this out, this was years ago now, but what I do not want. Number one was to be poor, to be distant from my family. Let's put this in front of me here. To be distant from my family, to be a worker bee, to be living from hand to mouth, to be bored with my work, to hate my work, to stay at home poor, broke, and insignificant, to run a business that doesn't create an abundant life, to be unspiritual and distant from God, to produce material that doesn't help anyone, to be unhappy, to live a life that doesn't impact greatly anyone, okay? To lack passion in my life, to deal with the numbers in my business, to directly deal with tenants or houses on a daily basis. I didn't want that. To work with people with no vision or passion, to do only children's stuff all day, every day, to be directed by fear, to be stifled by my fear and my doubts, to live in a house I no longer want to live in, to return to pharmacy full time, to be alone, to be at the beck and call of my extended family, or to die with my music still in me. Now, this was a list I made, I don't know, quite a few years ago now, but that helped me clarify the parts of my life that I didn't actually want to have anymore, because we all get into a place where we settle for things because we think that's the norm. So now I'm asking you to actively think about the stuff you do not want. So this is how you start to raise your awareness levels, and then start to question the beliefs that are keeping you in place. So like I wrote in there that I don't want to just do children's stuff all day. Now, bear in mind that I've chosen to home educate my children. Some people might say that's kind of selfish. Why have you chosen to home educate them and then say you don't want to do stuff with them all the time? And for a long time, actually, that belief kept me bound and kept my business from growing until I realized, oh my goodness, what am I doing to myself here by believing something that is a lie? It is okay for me not to want to do children's stuff all day. My role as a parent, or my choice to be the best parent that I can be, is not affected by whether I spend every single waking moment of my life with my kids doing just kid stuff. But that's a belief system that I got into me, and maybe you have it. You think that being a parent means you have to do things in a certain way. And if you don't, then you don't deserve to be wealthy. And so that stuff is playing out in the background, not allowing you to do the work you need to do in order to get the results that you want. Maybe your role as a partner, you feel guilty about the amount of time you might spend on your business. You're scared that if you get too rich, you might lose your partner because your partner doesn't want to do stuff with you. So then you hold yourself back again because you think, oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be doing this. Or maybe it's your role as a friend. Your friends are doing what they're doing. They don't seem to want to come along with you on this journey, and they think you're trying too hard and you're pushing too much and you should just chill out, or whatever it is they're saying. And so there's this false loyalty going on with you. Again, that will stop you from doing the work you need to do. Or even your own parents. They love you for sure, but they want you to, like, my parents wanted me to be a pharmacist, and that is a good, noble thing, but it wasn't my thing. Okay. And if I listened to that, I would still be a pharmacist. If I consider that I need to feel guilty because of the stuff that I'm now no longer doing, I would still be a pharmacist, still not living out my purpose. And that would stop me. And it did stop me for a very long time from actually doing a business that I wanted to do. For a very long time, I wanted to be a coach, but I didn't think that I could do it. So even though I'd kind of start, I wouldn't do the work to promote my business because something inside of me felt I shouldn't be doing this. So you need to raise your awareness levels in order to make sure that this isn't your story, okay? You need to raise your awareness levels to see what is playing out in the background of your mind, keeping you from the life that you could have. That's number one thing. It's time to break some of those rules that you have kept or held on to when they're stopping you from living. Number two thing here is that you need to start taking full responsibility. I know that you're already a successful, powerful person, and you know that. But where are you not taking full responsibility for creating a life that you actually want? You might think it's okay to blame or to live in shame about the stuff that you haven't done, the mistakes you've made and all of that stuff, but it's not. That blame, that shame, that unforgiveness, all of that stuff will keep you from taking the actions you need to take to be clear inside of you and to get the income boost that you want from your business, okay? So you need to take full responsibility and no longer blame anyone but yourself for the results that you're getting right now. And no, this isn't even about blame. Let me take that back. This is about you owning the fact that you get to create your life the way you want it. And that actually brings me to number 3. You get to create life the way you want it. So I've told you my list of things I do not want. Then I took full responsibility for starting to get rid of that stuff, okay? And then the next thing is now to get clear on what I do want. How frequently do you look at your goals? How frequently do you allow your mind to wander and to dream of the things that you would like your life to look like? I want you to start again today to do that. I want you to write, the same as I wrote a list of things that I do not want, I want you to write a list of things that you do want in your life as well, okay? So if you are going to be all that you're called to be, then you need to decide what it is that you want, okay? You are the creator and the ruler of your own life experience, so you get to design it. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I mention everything. So yes, start to dream again. Design your life. Make sure you're journaling every morning just till it stays in your brain what you want so that all your actions align with what you want, okay? Rather than your actions kind of aligning with the stuff that you don't want, but you think you had to have, okay? So we start with that list of I don't want. We take responsibility for getting rid of the stuff, not all at once. I'm not saying that you have to change everything all in 1 second. I am saying that you can take one thing at a time, and that's what I've done. One thing at a time, and removed it and replaced it with something that I do want, which brings us to the third point. We create the life that we want, okay? And then, yes, which is what I'm talking about here. The fourth bit here is that we're stripping things off that do not align with the life, the business that we want. Because now we know what we don't want, we know what we do want, we've taken full responsibility for creating it. And so therefore, any kind of weird beliefs that we have about maybe whether God likes us or God wants us to be rich or any of that stuff, you can now start to handle it. Because you know that you are the creator of your life experience, and the chances are that your beliefs are determining what you get. So if you are getting all the I do not wants, okay, then something about what you're believing is bringing those things into your life. But now that you know what you do want and you've gotten very supremely crystal clear about it, you can start to put on new beliefs so that you allow yourself to create wealth the way you would like to. Because you do have a choice. You are working very hard, maintaining a life you don't even like. How does that make even any sense, really? Imagine you took all the energy you were putting on the stuff you didn't want, and instead you took that energy and put it on the stuff you do want. What could your life look like this time next year? If you aligned your actions with creating a life that you do want, and you did it consistently, what could your life look like next year? Think about it. Okay, it's time to fight to create the life, the business you want. Have you looked at the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track group? That is where all of this stuff becomes opened up so that you can easily create the life, the business you want. And then you're amongst other leaders, because for a lot of leaders just like you, the problem is that you're surrounded by others who think like you used to think. So there you are trying to step yourself up to create a life, doing stuff that you want to do, create a business, creating money the way you would like it to. And you have your friends, your family, all of that stuff, not understanding why you are trying to change things. Why not be part of a group, a community of people? We're all together moving forward. We're learning all about the sales and marketing because, yes, we want to do the practical stuff. But then we also want to know that we're clear inside so we're not getting in our own way. And so, yes, have a look at the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track group. There is a link in your email, which will give you, I think it's about 85% off your initial month. So come and experience us and see whether you like it or not. And then you can leave or stick around if you are one of us. Okay, it's time to fight for create the life business you want. See you tomorrow, where I will tell you exactly how to put this stuff together to create wealth in all areas, but wealth financially, man. Okay then, until tomorrow. Bye.